looking for Candyman.
Candyman is a horror slasher movie directed by Nia DaCosta and starring Watchmen's Yahya Abdul-Mateen II as Anthony McCoy, a visual artist who moves to a neighbourhood haunted by the supernatural presence of a killer known as Candyman. As a reimagining of the 1992 film of the same name, there is quite a bit to catch up on. So here are 5 things to know before you watch Candyman. Around 30 years after the events of the first film, Anthony McCoy, a painter whose career is beginning to wane, moves into a luxury loft in the now gentrified neighbourhood of Cabrini-Green in Chicago with his partner. After a chance encounter with a longtime resident of the neighbourhood, Anthony learns of the horrific true story behind Candyman. Anxious to maintain his position in the art world, Anthony begins exploring the macabre details of this urban legend in his studio, and unknowingly opens a door to a complex past that scratches away at his sanity and unleashes a terrifying wave of violence. Anthony McCoy is played by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. While seeking inspiration in old, low-rise buildings, Anthony learns of the story of Candyman, unaware of his connection to the events of the first film. Wandavsion's Teyonah Parris plays Brianna Cartwright, a gallery director and Anthony's partner. Initially supportive and encouraging, when Anthony's art takes a dark turn, she becomes increasingly worried about his mental and physical health.
Candyman isn't real, Anthony!
William Burke, played by Fear the Walking Dead's Colman Domingo, is an old-time resident of Cabrini-Green and has seen the gentrification firsthand. Burke tells Anthony of the Candyman and becomes his tour guide of what remains of the neighbourhood, and a bridge to the past events that touched both their lives. Oscar winner Jordan Peele wrote the screenplay alongside director Nia DaCosta and producing partner Win Rosenfeld. DaCosta is notable for directing 2018's Little Woods and the upcoming Captain Marvel sequel, The Marvels. Peele and DaCosta's vision for Candyman is rooted in a story that confronts America's long history of white violence against black people, as well as exploring themes of gentrification and art. Discussing the idea behind the film, DaCosta says, "Candyman is an exciting story to tell at any time period because it's so perennial. The history of violence repeats itself in cycles, and we collectively process trauma and grieve through stories. So it felt like any time could really be the right time to tell the story of Candyman." The history and evolution of Chicago's Cabrini-Green neighbourhood is a significant part of the story in this Candyman reimagining. The setting of the 1992 original cast Cabrini-Green as a scary place, haunted by the spectre of Candyman. Fast forward to the present day and Cabrini-Green is unrecognisable. An influx of wealth has gentrified the area. But despite its apparent change, the story of Candyman preserves. Speaking about the experience of being able to shoot in Cabrini-Green, director Nia DaCosta says, "It was an amazing privilege. Being able to shoot in the actual row homes was really exciting. It gives everyone the sense that we're not only being true to the space and the people who live here still, but also continuing the legacy the way it should be continued." Central to the story is Anthony's artistic career and the creation of work inspired by the Candyman. The filmmakers insisted on representing the Chicago art scene as realistically as possible. To do so, they utilised 2 artists, Cameron Spratley and Sherwin Ovid, to create Anthony's work. Lead actor Yahya Abdul-Mateen II even trained with Ovid before filming his painting scenes for added authenticity in front of the camera. Don't say his name 5 times, but do watch Candyman in cinemas when it releases on the 27th of August. For more films, scary or otherwise, stick with IGN.